motherland headed straight down to the south. Tennessee mornings with pops, working 3 jobs. I knew that they struggled to get it, that's why I wanted to get it. That embedded, you get it, treat it like the law. And I'ma need commission for this hit. Lance laid the canvas and I painted over it. I don't need a vision board to show you I'm betting on myself, count the chips. Got it. Made some choices for a profit. That's my logic. I'ma take it to the coffin, just being honest. Try to sing my shit like Titanic and leave me with Jack. Hope I be panicking, but I rose to the top. Isn't it funny that the is built like a Maserati, yoga folding like origami? What? I walk the walk, I talk the talk, I be saying what I want. When I had no deposit, closet was looking real bare. Now I made a deposit, my closet's looking super rare. Drove it really far. Crazy how did just happen, wishing on a star. It's a celebration, I ain't talking Mardi Gras. With a little patience, you'll be eating Budokan. What you want? What you want? Made some choices for a profit. That's my logic. I'ma take it to the coffin, just being honest. Never let a manufacture stack like that. And if it getting toxic, tell the boy fall back. If it was back then, I'd be tripping off that. Took a little time just to get me on track. I went from snotty to snobby, got it like immune to everybody, this is Stunt 101. Up in the club, throwing this 50s like hate it, love it, I just can't get enough. Labels keep calling me, I said move if you call me please, or don't even bother me. They said oh my apologies, they keep calling and calling, I keep stalling and stalling. Rookie of the year, my career snowballing. Got it. Made some choices for a profit. That's my logic. I'ma take it to the coffin, just being honest.
Dale. Hey. DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Tennessee Titans and the Kansas City Chiefs. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right in the yard. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, and they're nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. On 2nd and 1, Purdy. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. Jamar Chase, and he will score. Touchdown. call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And this is good. Our score is 7-0 Tennessee.
Next to score, Titans 7, Chiefs nothing.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. They'll start with the option. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for third down. From the gun, here's Fields. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. CD, what a sensational start for this defense. Instead of just forcing the 3-and-out, which they were about to do, they pick it off and take it in for the score.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't just settle for the standard good way to start a game. They started in dramatic fashion. Take it away, score points, and guess what? They'll be flying to go back out there on defense again after that play.
And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
On play action, Fields. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Christian Watson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs have got it back to within a score. Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Purdy. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them hovering up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down. Touchdown! Boy, just zero hesitation from the rookie passer there, partner. He is coming out firing in this opening quarter.
And all the talk leading into this game was that pass rush, talking about challenging this guy, getting into his grill, getting into his space. And how about him? Might be his 1st year in the NFL, but I don't see any fear in him at all. How about that big-time throw right out of the gate?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll run. This is Darrell Henderson. And he's got Rome. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the 1st quarter. And a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground. honed in on it and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On second down, here's Mixon. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Fields.
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed.
And the Titans will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score.
Throwing again on second down.
Purdy got a man open. It's Chase.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10, it's Pierce.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
I mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down.
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Purdy now to throw off the play action.
Forced out to his left.
Gets the dump off to Pierce. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce.
Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Pierce will try to pick it up.
Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All fumbles are costly, but that one really hurts because he had the first down.
Yeah, that's all he needed, right? But the problem is we coach these guys to try and get more, but that doesn't count if you don't bring the ball with you, does it?
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll take over deep in their own end after the fumble recovery as they start 1st and 10.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Back to throw, Fields.
He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. A 1st down there on a pickup to 25.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
The Chiefs at 3-4 on the year coming into play. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take...
And now a fumble. The ball's out. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. That one caught downfield by Watson.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Off play action, Fields.
And oh, it'll be intercepted.
Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the Titans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked up by Foyesade American.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, in a tight game like this, that could be an incredibly important pick six, CD. And remember, it cancels out the one that the opposition had earlier in this ball game.
You're right about that, partner, because each side came up with plays to swing the momentum their way. Still plenty of time left for either team to come through with a win, though. Can someone else make a similar play and win it for their club?
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Anthony Schwartz going to bring it out.
Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line.
So a turnover there on the kickoff. And don't look now, but that just made things a little more interesting.
Very interesting, because when you're trailing in a game, these are mistakes that you pray for. You just went down and scored. Now you get the football right back with another great opportunity.
Dumps it off to Mixon. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
2nd down and 3, ball on the 7.
Mixing up the middle. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
Here's Fields on the sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown.
Justin Fields
with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game.
And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the 1st half.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Here's Schwartz bringing it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Out of the gun, Fields.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Boswell's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Now Fields.
Airing this one out for Evans. It got his man complete.
And they'll work this down inside the 30. Well, CD, when you combine accuracy with a big arm, you get throws like that. And Justin Fields may very well be making these kinds of plays at the pro level for years to come.
And I tell you from our broadcast booth, because we're pretty close to the 50, we had the best view, a bird's eye view of that throw. And it was an absolute thing of beauty to watch. Never ceases to amaze me, the arm strength of these guys.
And you get a look at the final readout on air distance, according to Next Gen Stats.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Fields now to throw.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
Devin White defeating the offensive line and getting to the quarterback.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Joe Mixon,
39 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes this a 9-point game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
From the 29, Purdy.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted.
Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
Well, let's face it, Brandon. They're down here in the second half. You want to try and make something happen. And if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder. Because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
Now a first down throw, Fields.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Christian Watson
with his second touchdown of the night.
And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Boswell good with the extra point. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Here's Schwartz bringing it out of it.
And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he'll bring it back to about the 5-yard line.
So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers and quickly.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the third quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Justin Fields,
his second touchdown of the night.
And the Chiefs get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the two teams by far, and that's great complimentary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Here's Schwartz bringing it out of the end zone.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And I think the Chiefs have it, they do.
And in our meeting with the special teams coordinator, we asked him, what's your philosophy on bringing the ball out? Do you give him a red light? Do you keep him in? Green light, let him go? Let's see if he changes from green light to red light after that costly error.
Yeah, you know what I remember from that meeting? He brought donuts.
I like him.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
But he's not happy right now.
No, don't tell everyone how many I have.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Third quarter action from Kansas City. Second down and 10. Now it's Fields.
And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Mike Evans from 17 yards out.
And the Chiefs are an extra point away from going up by 30.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Here's Schwartz bringing it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Right where this set of down started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off.
Here's Purdy.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Titans.
Jamar Chase,
84 yards.
and the Titans are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball, but he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Here's Fields.
He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Henderson running straight ahead. And some space here.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back nice games.
Yeah, I played too fast, Meek, so I didn't get a chance to vote. I didn't even know I could, but I saw you did blow him out.
As he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
Weight program healthy over here in Kansas City, man.
Carlton Davis speeds in for the sack on the corner blitz.
Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call.
Yeah, they be rolling in game changers, bro. I don't mind it, though, because it's 48-hour advance, but everybody's super active, so it's cool.
For the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
3rd and long. It's Fields.
He's got the hook up with Diggs. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Boy, another big play late here for offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Yeah, but that was just Jair that got cooked over there. Diggs finally won. He hadn't been able to cook them all game.
It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
All right, let's give them a little bit of applause.
I think I'm
here.
3 and 4 in here, bro. This will put me at 500.
At least they're finally getting a couple of big plays. Won't make the scoreboard of the ride home easier, but one good moment to watch in film next week.
Here's Fields.
He completes it to Evans. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11th. They do get.
That's funny. You know that you run that play, bro?
To go on 4th. Boswell's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Yeah, you get the same kind of pressure, honestly.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Purdy looking to throw on 1st down here.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this one is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Purdy. He's going to let it fly. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 19-point ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this 4th quarter. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some 1st downs, just as good as running the football. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing.
Bro, I turned it off at halftime, bro. It got so ugly.
Right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Man open is Keelan Cole, complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this.
You was tripping, bro.
Here's Bradley Pinion now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something.
Yeah, I mean, they hadn't played well before their last game against the Vikings. I just think it was a good matchup with Minnesota. With that defense being that bad.
They made and figure out how to not do it in the future. The guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. Flushed out right. This pass complete to Higgins. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a 1st down.
Broke the 1 tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. Here we go on 4th down. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Purdy to throw it on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. On 1st down, Purdy. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. After the sack on first down, Purdy going to throw deep for the end zone.
And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up third down.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive.
Throwing here, Purdy. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
It certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camp, your off-season. But on game day, you come out and show your best. And I think that's what we saw with both the offense and the defense. A complete team victory.
So for the Chiefs,
they level their mark at 4-4 on the year.
And they'll get another home date next week as the Jaguars will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Titans, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll have
My God, oh God, this is Son of God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes better. Why these tell me? You can join the journey, you is worthy. Just allow me, no. Kicking down your door. Bloodsuckers, I see this industry is filled with shit. People that pretend to be something that they